everybody, thank you for joining me today. This is my very late December setup for 2021. I was dragging my feet a lot getting this guy set up. As you will find out shortly, I have some plans for December and January, which is why I kind of fell behind with my December setup. But here it is. I decided to do an ornaments theme. And so I'm using my watercolor pencils from Derwent to build the Christmas tree. And then I have little Dutch door ornaments that I'm going to be sticking down. I keep going back and forth on what I want to put in these ornaments. So definitely stay tuned or check out on Instagram and you can see what I put in there. So December 2021 will be my last pull tab cover page. It was a lot of fun to create these cover pages, but yeah, it's time for new things. I'm a little bit spent. I might do one here and there, but it's definitely the last time I'll be doing it for a full year. So that's what you see me constructing now. For my December setup, I also thought it would be fun to rely on stamping a little bit more. Again, I was a little late and a little bit rushed, and my brain thought, why not stamp? And if you stamp at all, stamping's not the fastest way to get things done, but it got done. So the pull tab I'm using is very similar to my July setup, which I will link up in the cards above for you, and you can check that out. I'm just using a scrap piece of plastic to create the mechanism. So the idea is that you tape it together and it creates a circle that moves around the paper. It's not in the video, but I did reinforce where the plastic sits. So where I cut the holes, I went in and I stuck tape down just to reinforce it and so that it doesn't tear, because the tension of the paper does take a toll. I know that from previous layouts. So just keep that in mind when you're creating this. And then I had a stack of metallic papers from Michaels, and I thought that would be fun to use as my pull tab. So my color scheme is a very light teal blue, a lime green, a red, and silver, or I guess a gray, and then with gold accents. So I had a lot of fun. I used my metallic acrylograph for the gold accents. So it was my first time using the metallic acrylographs, and I really did enjoy how they turned out. So this is my dashboard that I lettered in Procreate and then printed out. I'll be sending this out to my email subscribers, and that email will be going out for December 1st. So make sure to click on the link and get in there if you would like a copy of the dashboard. And so here I am adding my Christmas ornaments to my tree. And there you see my little pull tab pop up. And I decided it needed a star. I was flipping back and forth between finding a sticker, but ended up just hand drawing one and cutting it out. And it looks fine. I'm happy with it. So my layouts for December 2020 are very similar to my past layouts, except for December I added a page with packing information as well as our travel plans. We're hoping to go see some family in Vancouver at the end of Christmas. We'll see. It's not looking like it right at this time, but we're gonna stay hopeful, and I've included that. But the page you see me create right now is my calendar page. I'm using my Distress Oxide inks again because I thought that it would be fun to have that background. The ink colors I'm using is Cracked Pistachio in the Distress Oxide, which is the green color you see the most of, And then I went in with my Distress ink in Evergreen Bow, just to kind of add a bit more fun and dimension to the color. The stencil is a true stencil from Illusions, I believe. I'll link that down below for you. And then the December stamp is from Studio Calico. The days of the week that you see me stamping right now, that stamp set is from Studio L2E, and it's one of my favorites. I love that it has the filled in letters as well as the outline letters, so that you can fill in your own colors, as you'll see me do later on, or you can just use the filled out letters. I'm using my white acrylograph to go in and color in the stamp. The other option for you here is to stamp on white paper and cut out the stamps to stick down, but that just seemed like an additional step and additional work. So I just grabbed my white acrylograph and colored the letters in white. The stickers you see me use are available for free download to my From Blank to Brilliant email subscribers. So again, click on the link below to sign up and get access to that. And then I'm just going in with a size 2 Tombow mono drawing pen to give the same effect to the lettering that I have on my dashboard. Oh, sorry, on my cover page. And then I'm using a grey mild liner to add shadows to the letters. It's funny because you can't really see, but you notice something's different. So I like the effect that it gave. This next layout is my habit tracker layout. I am again using the Erin Floto Designs stencil. I just adore this stencil so much, and it's so fun to decorate with, and it's so fun to play with. And this month I used my Distress ink to fill out the stencil, and it was a lot of fun. I used 2 red colors to kind of give it, again, dimension. I used the Candied Apple and the Fired Brick, and it kind of gave it a shadow effect, which I really loved. I then went in again with my gold metallic acrylograph. I added the top of the ornament, and it was still missing something. So I actually went in with a black pen, again a monoline in 02 size, and drew borders around all of the squares. It just finished it off and I liked it more. And I also just went in and used my white acrylograph where I smudged some ink outside of the stencil. I talk more about the stencil in my November setup, which I'll link up in the cards above. And I'll also link Erin's explanation video and Jashii Corrin's explanation video down below. It is such a fun, versatile stencil to use, and it lines up perfectly with my goals. And so it's just so much fun to use. Again, I used my Studio Calico stamp set, colored in the letters with my white acrylograph, and added lines with my mono drawing pen. The note stamp is from Echo Park. I got it off of scrapbook.com, and it's a font that I really love. I have it in uppercase and lowercase letters, and as I mentioned, it's from scrapbook.com. I'll link that down below for you as well. Now, you'd think at this point I'd be pretty good at freehanding circles, but I'm not. And so a super cool, fun trick to get around that is to kind of make it look a bit rough. So again, you'll see me go in with a mono pen and just, or I guess this was a Papermate Flare, and just add some lines around the edges. The next layout I'm putting together is my travel plans. Now, I drew 3 ornaments, and in those ornaments, I put flights, car rental information, and hotel information. And I'm just using a piece of paper that I cut out to mask the circles and some removable glue, which is what you see me rub away. I left some spaces from the dates, from and to, and that I'll be using my big, massive Studio Calico Mega Date stamp to fill that out. I'm not going to publish that on the internet right now because I don't need strangers knowing where I'll be gone from my house. So just for internet safety, I'm holding that information back, but that's my idea there. And then on the right hand side of the page, I will be writing down what I'm planning on packing. I'll definitely share this layout with you when it's all filled out and after the fact. I think it's really fun and captures the trip. And this is my 2-pack list. Now, the edges of my journal, since I'm reaching the end of it, it kind of folded over like that and was bumpy from the stitching in the back and from where I have my elastic band. And it was just a quick fix. I just went in with a drawing pen and just drew those lines in instead of restamping it and making a bigger mess like I did on my calendar layout. So the washi strips are available for free download in the From Blank to Brilliant library as well. And then the grid washi you see me use is actually from my basics collection, which is in my shop that I will link down below, and you can check that out. I have it in black, caramel, and gray. So this is my final layout, which is my weekly setup. I thought it would be fun to do the dotted lines. It just takes a while, so I cut that out for you. And I decided to add some color to my task list page. Again, I'm using the Alistair method that I absolutely love. And that's what this page will be for. Now, I'm sure you briefly saw my monthly priorities page. I have set it up. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. I don't know if I'm going to use it. So it is what it is. It's probably the first time ever that I have decided not to show something, but the setup is very similar to my last few months. And I think I mentioned in my previous video that I'm rethinking how to make that page work for me. So here you see where I did my outline stamps, and I'm going in with my acrylographs and just coloring them in for some fun. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to me either down below or on Instagram. And thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it so much.